So the Raiders get it back. Calvin comes up the left sideline. Calvin pulling up at the elbow. The jumper is good by Trey Calvin, who's got 4. It's 32. Calvin one-on-one against McHenry. Fadeaway on the baseline is good. 23 and a timeout called by Scott Nagy. Right there, he fed it right to him. And the Norse making their way back. Here's Calvin, floater, left side, it's good. 40.
Calvin, a move into the paint. Drops it in.
That was a big time move right there by Trey Calvin.
Non-shooting foul. Here goes Calvin to the elbow. Throws it into Knoll, and he dunks it.
92-93 season. The Raiders have accomplished that. Trey Calvin, a baseline jumper, gets it to go.
18 under 12 to play in the first. Trey Calvin finds a space from 3 and knocks it down. Trey Calvin's first triple of the
Carter, the only 2 players off the bench to see the floor thus far for the Raiders.
Calvin looking back door, all alone as well as you lays it in.
Free throw though, and the game remains tied, 35-35. Trey Calvin back in the game, drew 2 defenders, found a cutter. It was Braun down the lane.
But Reynolds shot it right over the top. Wow, nice, quick head fake.
But he kind of caught it and hesitated. If he would have stepped into it aggressively and let it fly, I think there would have been a different result for the shot. But if you're going to hesitate, you can't let it fly.
Back-to-back bucket.
Comes down with it.
Good pass.
Calvin, beautiful pass, and Knoll finishes.
Yeah, just
They're holding. Now it's Hubricks. Raiders having trouble getting the ball inside. 5 to shoot. Calvin trying to create. Fade away at the elbow is good.
Flush. Knoll in the paint, kicked out. Good look. Calvin for 3. The Stewed is on fire.
Josiah.
Calvin going to work for the Raiders. Nice feed to Knoll.
Here's Calvin with it. Back to a 10-point lead for the Grizzlies. Calvin stop and go dribble on the baseline. Fade away jump shot. Got it. Trey Calvin now with 6. Welledge back to Hubricks. They go right side now to Calvin. Calvin behind the back dribble against Cooper. Behind the back again. Takes it inside. Floater with the right hand is good.
Oh, beautiful.
John, we've seen it now these last few possessions, back and forth with these high-powered offenses.
Calvin with a long 2, and he buries it.
It's a 58-52 lead. 6-point advantage. Calvin down low. Logan Woods lays it up and in.
the backboard is certainly going to be something to keep an eye on. Youngstown State is a terrific rebounding team, but especially on the offensive end of the court, Wright State's got to block out.
Trey Calvin again.
This team, second leading rebounder, picks it up on the wing, throws it into the corner. Calvin takes the 3, goes down the baseline. Mid-range jump shot is good. That's his specialty. Calvin's first 2. The Raiders holding. Calvin rather. Calvin free throw line, flips it down low to Carter, who puts it in.
Nice pass. There was no one getting that basketball. He was all in on that.
And your point about feeling more comfortable on the floor is right on. Calvin, crossover dribble, free throw line jumper, rolls around and in. Knoll off to Calvin. Raiders trail by 5. Calvin off the dribble, step back, top of the key, jumper rolls around and in. Friendly.
Get rewarded by his teammates there. There's Calvin, got the switch to Arnett, goes in the lane. Nice curl, bounce pass down low. Shot is up and in by A.J. Braun.
Is because of the dribble drive. I mean, they take you off the dribble.
Calvin catch and shoot 3, got it. Raiders on top by 1. Calvin's first triple.
Good plays to start the second half. Alex Hubricks, a guy we haven't really talked about, missed a couple of open shots. So you see right there. I mean, that.
Under 8 minutes left. Raiders down by 10. Calvin, step left, fade a 3 and ring it up. And Trey Calvin makes it.
How do you defend that? I mean, that's just a tough shot, and if you're going to take it, you better make it, and he did.
Down low, great pass to Knoll from Calvin. To Woods. Left sideline, Calvin with 8 to shoot. Calvin rises, baseline jumper, got it.
Tough shot. Has a very difficult shot against good defense.
Trey Calvin back to the basket. Off balance. Oh, Trey Calvin.
Calvin with the ball out front. Getting a screen from Braun. Calvin taking it to the bucket. Left-hand layup is good. We're tied at 81.
Williams full court. Calvin into the front court. Hubrick's trying to get free, but Calvin will drive it to the right wing. Get around in Aruna. Got a fade from 10 on the baseline. Knock it down. Can't forget about Trey Calvin.
To Tanner Holden. Trey Calvin tries to answer and connects from deep.
Point in his opening game, you know it, as he struggled to get going from 3, but watch him defend consistently every possession.
Boy, then Calvin a deep 3. He knocks it through.
Fresh off a career-high 18 points against Charlotte. At one point had 11 straight in the second half as